Okay guys, this is a short tutorial for what to do if you want to have a texture on, for example, a cup and everything comes out all warped. I'll show you what I mean by that. Imagine we have a very basic cup. It's basically just a cylinder. I'll make it a bit taller. We take the bottom, we make it small. Take the top, oh for fuck, that's not what I wanted. We make it large. Now we have a very extreme cup. I'll give it a few more vertices so that we have a bit of a grid and we can see what's going on. All right, this is my cup. It's very basic. If I want to give this a texture, what I can do is I can make a new material, base color, image texture. I open a texture that I just downloaded, screenshots over here. And then I can go to the viewport shading for material preview, and I can see that this is Coca-Cola. And now it looks all fucked. Well, first of all, we're gonna have to cut it up so that we have different parts. So we're going to select the top and the bottom and one line going down the middle. And we're gonna cut it up here. So we right click, we say mark seam. This way it's gonna cut up the UV map on these places and we'll be able to properly put a texture on it. Now going to move to the UV editing section. Here, I put it on viewport material preview again. What we can do is we can select it all. You can see that it still has the UV unwrap of the normal cylinder. But imagine I made some changes to it. You actually make some seams and you press U unwrap. What you see is that now the UV mesh actually starts to behave like how the mesh actually is, because this cup, because it's cone shaped, if you try to lay it flat, you will get this curved shape. And then we have two circles, one for the top, one for the bottom. I can take this top and I can make it smaller and put it to the side because we don't really need it. And I can take, well, I can take the other one and move it away too. Now you can see that these are sort of red. I can also assign them a different material if I want. But imagine I now want on this cup, I want to have the Coca-Cola logo. So what I can do is I can try to move this on here. I can scale it up a bit. And then I try to put it on, but well, it's all warped. It's all warped here. This Coca-Cola is just, it's a very happy smile right now, but it's doesn't look good. And you can try to move these vertices one by one, or maybe with proportional editing, try to get it straight, but it's a pain in the ass. For this, there is a very handy add-on. This add-on is UVSquares. I'll first show you how it works, and then I'll show you where to get it. If you select this whole area, you can select, by the way, things. I can actually show you if I turn this on. You can see the buttons I'm pressing. If I don't select anything, make sure that your mesh is selected within your viewport. So if nothing is selected, I can only see my texture on the left. So I select here everything with A. Then I get to see my meshes here on this left side, my UVs. If I hover over one of these areas and I press L, it selects the vertice underneath my mouse and everything connected to it. So I can select just this part. I can also click one of the vertices and then press Ctrl L to select everything attached to it. So select one of the islands. If you have the add-on enabled, you can then press Alt E and it will align it to the grid. So it will make everything straight. So now what I can do is I can just rotate it 90 degrees. And I can maybe scale it down a bit because it's a bit warped. And I can just put it wherever I want. And now I have a cup that properly says Coca-Cola on the side. And yeah, maybe it is a bit stretched on the top than on the bottom. but it does look a whole lot better than what we used to have with the big smile. So making your UV straight can really help you getting cone-shaped textures to display properly. So where do you get this add-on? Well, the original add-on no longer properly works in Blender 3.0. So I forked it and I fixed it. So what you need to do is you go to github.com/zamtak/UVSquares. And then you just go to code and download zip. You download the zip to your computer. Then in Blender, you go to Edit, Preferences, go to Add-ons, and here you can press the Install. If you press the Install, you can find the zip wherever you saved it. I have it here, UVSquares master.zip, and then you just click Install Add-on. And then it will show up here in your add-ons. I have it now right over here, UVSquares. And that's it, basically. Once it's enabled, you can use it within your UV editor. When you select an island that is wonky, you can straighten it. So I can select this. Let's see if this works. Yep. Alt-E, and it straightens out. So there you go. Thanks.